Hello and welcome, or welcome back if you've been here before. Thanks for joining me. Where you are is at the end of the current video series that I've been recording, and this one's called Career Tripwires. And what I've tried to do in this series is talk about the top 5 things that middle-aged men do wrong when it's time for a professional change. Today is episode 5, and episode 5, we're going to talk about how some men allow excuses, desperation, and or blame to kind of seep subconsciously into their conversations and their actions, for that matter. And this is a very difficult thing to overcome if it's part of what you're struggling with, because if you're out of work, you likely are feeling some level of desperation. And if something unfair or perceived to be unfair has happened to you, it's very human nature to want to blame someone or something else, when in fact, that's the opposite of what you want to do. The thing that I look for most when I'm interviewing someone, number one, and it is, without it, I won't proceed. And that is a firm indication that this particular person I'm talking to takes personal responsibility for his outcomes, his actions, his behavior, everything. Now, that doesn't mean that there aren't other circumstances or people to blame, but no one wants to hear that. And I can't tell you how many times I've coached people up, thousands of times, on this particular issue if I sensed that they were even remotely desperate. The vast majority of those people succumb to that desperation in the moment in the interview, in spite of my coaching. So I really want you to think about this on a subconscious level, almost like a traumatic subconscious level, if you will, and say, okay, I need to put myself in a position where not only am I not conveying desperation or blame, I'm not looking desperate or looking like I'm frustrated and want to blame someone else or something else. I really think that even to the point that on LinkedIn, this open to networking badge, I would advise against it. I wouldn't do that. I don't want to find somebody who's open to networking. I want to find somebody who's really good at the skill set that I'm looking to hire. So, and as a recruiter, I used to call software engineers up all the time in the beginning of my career and say, look, if I had something that was better than what you were doing right now, more challenging, more opportunities to learn new things, maybe more compensation, maybe not, better location, would you be interested in hearing about it? I don't know anybody that would say no to that. So I would just move away from anything that makes you look desperate, and be conscious of the notion that whether you're writing, talking, interviewing, recording, whatever, do not let desperation seep into the conversation, and resist the temptation to blame someone or something else. If you do those things well, your chances, they skyrocket in an interview. So anyway, I hope that was helpful. Give that some thought. And I really have enjoyed this series. Haven't decided what the next series is going to be called or what it's going to entail, but the same concept. Hopefully at least one takeaway, and hopefully more than one takeaway in this career transition space for middle-aged men. Okay, thanks again, everyone, and enjoy the rest of your day and enjoy your weekend. See you soon.